Watch this video and try not to think of me while it's on. Seriously.
Beep beep. What is going on there, guys? Drone worship in your face. So I wanted to finish this video a while ago. I did not get a chance to do this with the Mavic Mini. We did the original video with the Mavic Mini, but just due to time constraints, guys, I'm doing this with a fixed lens camera. I happen to have the Fimi A3 out there, so it's not the Mavic Mini. Just know that shoot in 2.7K. The higher the resolution, the better the dolly shot will look. This drone I'm currently flying here is only capable of 1080 at 30 frames per second, so this is going to look kind of blown out, but this is just to give you an idea of how to do this dolly zoom without an actual zoom capabilities. If you shoot in 2.7K with the Mavic Mini and then you do this zoom effect edit on 2.7K, it will look extremely clean. So this is 1080 at 30. Just bear with me, guys. All you need to know is the principle of how this works. So here we go. I'm going to show you what one looks like absolutely completed, and then I'm going to show you what another one looks like completed. Remember that the faster you go, the faster you move forward or backwards when performing the shot is going to dictate how fast the background either melts or comes forward to your face. It's a very interesting effect to watch. Okay? I think Jaws had the best one ever in the history of dolly zooms, was the zoom in on Chief Brody's face with a dolly zoom, and that just was incredible. So anyways, I'm going to blow this up for you guys, and I've already edited this one, and what we're going to do is I have another one edited behind this. So this is actually a fast dolly zoom going backwards, but the idea is to try to keep the thing that's in front of you in frame. Now remember, it was windy, and this is only 1080 at 30, and this is not as stable as the Mavic Mini. So if you happen to have the Mavic Mini, yours will probably come out looking a lot better than this. This is the best I could do due to wind, weather, and time constraints. So deal with me here, guys. But check this out. So all the movement that you see, if you have the Mavic Mini, you won't notice any of that extra movement. It will look very clean to you. So I'm going to hit the play button, and here we go. Now, you see how it blew out? That's because it was 1080 at 30. Now here's a very slow one. Notice how the background's just kind of melting. It's getting bigger instead of melting away. So if you do one forward, going forward, then it's totally different, okay? If you do one going forward, then the background will melt going backwards. If you do one backwards, then the background will come forwards. It's just a very trippy effect. Either way, it's all done and performed the exact same way, whether you're going forwards or you're going backwards. So here's what the original shots look like. I went ahead and saved both original shots, and then we're going to do the edit together. So let me blow this up here, and I will hit the play button. This is the original shot. Looks a bit different, doesn't it? And here's the original shot of the other one that you just saw. Notice the background staying where it's at. It's not melting away. I'm going to show you how to make that cool transition happen. The more stable your drone is, the better it's going to be. Okay? So here we go. We're going to come back to here. We're going to, in my program, you guys would go to Zoom Effects, right? Or pan in and pan out zooming. So what I'm going to do is click on my reel here. I'm doing this on Power Director by CNET. I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Pan and Zoom. I'm going to go to Custom Motion. And what I'm going to do is make sure that my end position looks exactly like my start position. Okay, so you see how far away my end position is? I'm going to click on end position, and I'm going to try to match up the end position with exactly what the start position window looks like. So I'm going to pinch the screen, and I'm going to try to get my end position to look identical if I can here. Let me see where we're at. To the best of my ability, I'm going to come down like so. See how the front of my hood is cut off in the start position? So I'm trying to match this up the best that I can within reason, okay? So let's back this out just a little bit. We'll bring this up. That's about right. Now this is just an idea. You guys can spend a little more time if you want to. Do you see how blown out the image is now? That's because it's 1080. I had to zoom way in on 1080 at 30. If you were in 2.7K, this would still look really clean. So look at how small my end position is versus my start position. But the idea is to make the window of the end position look just like the window of the start position by zooming in on it. So here's what that effect is going to look like now that we've activated it. Okay? So here you go. See how long it takes to play here. That's being stupid. I'm using up a lot of RAM space with my, here. Let's push the back button. We'll try this again. Let's go big. What's the deal here? Play. There we go. Oh, come on, you. Really? Whatever. You can see what it looks like. For some reason, it's not letting me blow the window up now. The idea is to make the individual in the frame look stationary. So we'll try this again. Boom. See what I'm saying? How, even though you know I'm going backwards, I'm still trying to keep my character the same size. So the same thing is going to apply with this one here. So we'll restart this one. We'll go back to the start position. I will go to click on it. We'll go to edit. I'll go to pan and zoom, custom motion. And my objection, remember this is a slower one, is to make my start position look just like, or make my end position look just like my start position. So I'll click on end position. We're going to blow this way up. I'm looking at the edges of the trees in the shot, so that's actually a little too wide there. And that looks about correct. Maybe a little bit more ground showing in there. There we go. Okay. Oops. My finger bumped it a little bit hard there. There we go. So now my end position looks just about like my start position window. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is hit play. Watch the background melt away. It takes a second for this to load. Boom. See how the background is getting larger and larger and larger, but the image is staying pretty much the same size? The idea is to make the object look stationary. So that's pretty easy to do, no? I think you guys have this down, so let's watch the whole reel if we can. Boom. Remember, shoot in the highest resolution you can, and you'll be just fine. Your edits will look clean. You don't need a camera capable of doing a zoom. A dolly zoom is performed in a matter of 30 seconds or less. Check this out. If you want to add some depth and dynamics to the shot, you can also do that too by changing the size just a tad bit. Sorry guys, I'm sick. So to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, we can go back to this one. We'll go to edit, we'll go to pan and zoom, we'll go back to custom. I'm going to show you what I mean. We'll actually adjust the size of the start position. We will actually blow this up even more. Check this out. Nope, I don't think it's going to let me. Alright, let's go backwards here. We'll try to do it like this. Okay. I'll try to keep the frame at the bottom of my feet the same here. But we're going to blow it out just a tad. Alright? So this is what this is going to look like blown out. Come on, you can do it. Play. So it's still changing the background, but it's also changing my character size as well. It's not as mind warping as a stationary object, obviously, because all you see normally, if you have a very steady drone in high resolution, all you see is normally the background melting or going away from you. Like it's either melting away or it's getting larger, coming towards you. You know what I mean? And it's such a trippy effect to go through.
Don't forget, guys, we are a channel about breast cancer awareness, so don't forget to save those tatas. There will be a link in the description so you guys can make a donation if you want to. And I will see you guys on the next video. Toodaloo!
There you have it, a film that could save your life with boobs. There's something for everyone. You're welcome, Planet